In the summer of 2024, the densely populated cities of South Asia face the wrath of unprecedented heat waves. The bad news is that the number of high-temperature days are predicted to increase every year. With disastrous repercussions, the severe heat wave crisis has affected ecosystems, economies, and the livelihoods of more than 650 million city dwellers in a way never seen before. Home to nearly 15% of the world's urban population, the growing unplanned urbanization in South Asian cities is creating what is known as the urban heat island effect. These affect rainfall patterns, worsen air pollution, increase flood risks, and decrease water quality. But the most direct impact of the urban heat island effect is on human health, especially during heat waves, causing heat strokes and other heat-related ailments.
With summers getting hotter each passing year, our hospitals are seeing growing number of cases of heat stroke, especially among senior citizens and outdoor workers. Heat strokes can lead to permanent disability or death if patients do not receive emergency treatment.
2024 was an unprecedented climate emergency with record-breaking high temperatures that triggered wildfires, caused widespread loss of harvests, and severely compromised human health and safety. Every year, the mercury has been steadily climbing as compared to the previous year. Climate change has made these extreme temperatures about 45 times more likely and 0.85 degrees Celsius hotter compared with previous decades. The calamity impacted cities across South Asia. Bangladesh saw record-breaking 42+ degrees Celsius temperatures, the highest since 1948, with lack of rain further intensifying the heat wave crisis. 400,000 liters of water was sprayed to quell the killing heat in the highly populous Dhaka city. In India, as of 3rd June 2024, there were 219 deaths from the heat wave and 25,000 others suffered from heat stroke. The dead included 33 workers who were stationed on election duty when India was conducting the 7th and last phase of its general election. Nepal witnessed a staggering 4,500 wildfires in 2024, double the numbers since last year. Pakistan sizzled at over 45 degrees Celsius temperature peaks in Lahore and Karachi. Jacobabad, known as the world's hottest city, saw the red-hot sun scorching at over 51 degrees Celsius in June. While some cities in Nepal, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh have established heat wave management plans, most South Asian cities have not adopted any policies for heat mitigation till date. Extreme heat in South Asia has forced thousands of schools to close, widening the education gap for children from low-income families. South Asian cities are facing unprecedented loss and damage due to heat waves. The economic costs faced by our cities are staggering. These especially impact the vulnerable communities least responsible for the emissions that cause climate change and such extreme weather events. It has also impacted the outdoor livelihoods of farmers, fishermen, transport and construction workers.
Can South Asia has concluded in its research that most of the cities in South Asia are not prepared to cope up with the impact of heat waves. It is the poorest of poor, women, children, and socially marginalized communities that are impacted because they migrate because of loss of livelihoods from their habitat and they migrate to cities. And in cities, they end up living in tin sheds without water, without ventilation, and without other medical facilities.
Cities have an urgent responsibility to respond to climate change. City planners need to engage in systemic data collection to adequately identify, manage and monitor South Asia's urban heat risks. City planners must co-create with communities heat action plans that identify strategies and responsible action in advance of extreme heat events. Heat management plans must go beyond preventing excess morbidity and mortality and aim to address slow onset, longer-term impacts of heat. And finally, city planners must implement educational campaigns in advance of heat seasons to build public awareness of the dangers of extreme heat.